Hi, welcome to my final project. Um, I decided to do a zoo expedition. So some history of zoos. Historically, they were focused on curiosity and exhibition, and they really had a greater human-animal contact where humans were able to physically interact with most of the animals on display. Um, and back then, they really lacked knowledge on the housing and social needs. So I decided to go to Disney's Animal Kingdom. And what I saw was a park heavily focused around animal conservation education and really provided one of the largest free roaming and natural habitats I've seen out of a zoo. Also allowing for animals to occupy the same enclosures. So the human-animal bond, animals were free to roam with minimal human contact around the savannah and other enclosures. Some animals who were struggling with a disease or health-related issue were closely watched by humans with multiple interactions a day for feeding and really engaging with the animal. And then there were many different animals such as zebras, okapi, giraffes, lions, hippos, and many more with over 110 acres of open space, savanna, and forest to allow for the free roam and social interactions. So some of my reflections. I really don't like the idea of animals being confined to a small space for entertainment purposes. And with the zoo I went to, they really did provide the most space for animals to roam that I have seen. 110 acres is a lot of space, and the fact that they just allow the animals to free roam is very unique to that zoo specifically. And I also thought it was unique that they allowed multiple different types of animals to share the same space. Um, You normally don't see that. They're normally all separated by species. And then this created a natural seeming environment I believe was adequate for a zoo. It really felt like if you were out there with the animals, it feels like a real savanna and a real forest where there's a bunch of different species all mingled together. Just very natural environment. And in my analysis, animals provided with ample social interactions, they're able to free roam and interact with both zookeepers and other animals. Feeding required a natural way for animals would find it in its nature. So giraffes were um, eating leaves off of high trees, and um, the other smaller animals were grazing the grass and looking for food and um, kind of activities like that to keep them engaged. The zoo provided many signs on animal conservation and education. They were just around the park and able to read, giving information. And the zoos provided an engaging activity for children, which was called the Wilderness Explorer, where they have to search for certain animals around the park and they get educated, and then they earn a prize for their efforts. They also allow for attendees to view into a lab where animal surgeries and checkups take place, which I thought was very unique. Kind of takes you behind the scenes to really show what a zoo is doing to conserve and help these animals.